Hello everyone, it is Shannon once again. Now I realize that I've posted a few videos already, but you guys really don't know too much about who I am or what I'm about. So I've decided that I'm going to make a video just kind of introducing myself and telling you just a few basic things about me. So as you know, my name is Shannon, obviously. And I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. I am 25 years old, even if I don't look it. And I am still going to college. I have already gotten my associate's degree in American Sign Language Interpreting, and I am getting my bachelor's degree in communications. I was raised in the church my entire life, but I decided to make that decision for myself when I was 14 years old. I went on a church retreat to go to a concert, but since it was a 3-day weekend, my youth leader decided to turn it into a full-blown retreat. And what happened the first night of that retreat, I will never forget because it changed my entire life. I'm not going to get into the details. If you guys do want a video about my testimony of how I got saved, go ahead and comment that down below. But after that night, I fully dedicated myself to God. And I said, God, here I am. I cannot deny that I can't deny that you're real. I have to say you are real. It was completely undeniable to me. So being 14 years old, I was a freshman in high school. And you can imagine what stress it was. Being a freshman in high school, I had no idea who I was receiving Christ. Now, there was a definite bumpy road going all throughout high school, trying to figure out who I was, learning more about who I am in God, learning about more of who He is, and learning more about my faith. And then I heard about a church called King Jesus Ministries that is now my church, and I love going there. Many people might say that church is absolutely the most boring place to go to in their entire life. If only you knew what my church held. But going to that church, I have learned so much more about who God is. I have learned more about my identity in Christ. And I have learned just so much. And God proves to me that He is real every single day. Now a little bit more about who I am personally. I love sign language. That's why I was studying to be an interpreter. And now I currently am. Now my hobbies include writing, rather it be a book, short story, poetry, anything of that sort. Making crafts and ultimately failing. If you ever want to see a craft of mine again, comment down below and maybe I'll even do a video about me horribly messing up a craft. My hobbies also include evangelizing, listening to music, reading, and doing study groups at my university. My favorite color is purple, and I am obsessed with fake flowers. These, I just have in my car. Now, I do not play any sports whatsoever, but I do like the occasional game of mini golf here and there. And even though I was born in the city, I absolutely love nature because I feel like I'm really closer to God whenever I am surrounded by things that were purely created by Him. I also just so happen to love fidget spinners. I do love watching football. My favorite team is the Miami Dolphins, and if you go back into my page, you will see that just yesterday I took a tour of Dolphin Stadium, and that was extremely awesome, and I suggest you go check it out. Now, in my first video, I talked about debunking the lies of the devil, and I mentioned that God had wanted me to make a brand new YouTube page, but I didn't clearly explain why. I figured that I might as well tell you since I am making a get to know me video. My lover video actually started when I was on the app Musical.ly, and yes, I am still on it. I do post videos occasionally now, but I realized that within my Musical.ly videos, I was impacting people. People would tell me that either they wanted to be an interpreter because of me, because I would sign all the songs that I did, or I would just kind of talk to people via the direct message on there, and people said that I've impacted their life in one way or another. So the more I prayed on it, the more I said, God, I want to be able to reach out to people. I want to be able to do something different for you. And then all of a sudden, God just gave me this passion to want to do YouTube videos. Now, I do already have 2 personal YouTube pages. One of them is random stuff that I recorded all throughout high school and college, and the other one I have is specifically for sign language videos that have to do with God. But I felt to make this page because I really want to be able to touch on subjects about things that I'm going through, and I know that if I'm going through it, then there are millions of people out there in the world who are experiencing the same thing. And God gives me so much comfort in so many of the things that I go through. And sometimes He's even told me that I need to hold on for the ride, because there are things I need to experience within these trials. There are things I need to learn within these storms. And I'm still learning so many things myself. But God has ministered to me so much, and I don't want to keep that to myself. There are so many things that have been a make or break point for me, all because of what God has told me. And I feel in my spirit that God has given me these things not only for me to learn, for me to experience, and for me to see His love, but for me to be able to minister back out, for me to be able to understand people who are going through the same situations. You know, if you ever want to talk to me, I can always give you a text number, an email. I can always give you anything, and so we can personally talk if you would wish. All I know is that God has ministered to me so much, and I want to be able to minister to other people because He has ministered to me. I want to be able to take the power and take the information that He's given into me, let it soak in my spirit, and be able to pass it back on to everyone who watches my videos. So that's the main reason I started becoming a YouTuber. Wow. I never thought I would say that I would be a YouTuber. So yeah, there is basically information about me. Go ahead, absorb the knowledge. If you ever want to know anything else, again, comment down below and I will make another video that will be a compilation of all of your questions. Now I'm gonna have a super YouTube moment again. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, like and subscribe, and go ahead and feel free to tell people about my channel if you think that it would benefit them. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.